Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you the strategy for defeating Lord Retro. The flame to teleport you to the boss room can be found in the northeastern part of the Thias area of the 25 Years of Tibia Quest. You must have completed the picture album to be able to enter. At first, you would teleport to a black room with an NPC named Mud. Say hi, Mud, then yes through each of its prompts until it teleports you to the boss room. This boss can be repeated every 20 hours. I'll be showing the first phase of the boss from a different team than the rest of the phases, as that phase went much smoother with my first team. Also, I'll show the boss fight in full. You can use the chapters on the video or links in the description to skip ahead if you want to hear the explanation for a particular phase. The first phase will take place in an area similar to Rookguard. There's a time distortion that can be found to the east and a couple other creatures that spawn. If the minor bug is attacking you, you can increase the stacks on your character if you get hit by the Xarkost effect. If you reach 100 stacks, you'll be kicked from the boss fight. This won't be an issue in the first phase, and it is possible to lower your stacks, which I'll explain later in the video. The goal of the first phase is to lower one of the hard times into the red AoE by the time distortion, and it will turn into blissful times. The blissful times will perform the same AoE attack after about 1 second and transform the other hard times, then it will disappear. You'll have to wait to make sure you have 5 to 6 hard times on screen before you begin this. You'll have to line them up across the screen and cause them to chain together to create multiple blissful times. When the blissful times perform their AoE attack by the parcel castle, they will damage it. Once you destroy one full pile of parcels in the parcel castle, this will complete phase 1. After the parcel castle is destroyed, you'll have to wait around 30 seconds before phase 2 starts. A community manager will appear. Throughout the rest of the phases, you can use the community manager to lower your stacks. If you stand by him when he does his AoE hearts, it will reduce your stacks by 2. The community manager will teleport you to the Thias castle to begin phase 2. During this phase, the major bug can also increase your stacks if you hit by its Xarkost attack. This effect from the major bug will increase your stacks by 10 when hitting you. Throughout the rest of the phases, you want to keep the creatures away from the community manager as their attacks will damage him. You want to keep the festive cake close to the major or minor bugs, and when they use their Xarkost attack, that will damage the festive cake. When the festive cake is killed, you can pick it up in your inventory or aim it from the ground. You'll have to use it and click on Lord Retro on the screen, not in the battle window. This is the same way runes were aimed in the past. The best strategy is to use the cake on Lord Retro right after he takes a step and will stop moving. If you do miss, it is possible to waste the cake. Once you hit him 4 times, this phase will be complete. Phase 3 will take place in the Demon Oak Quest area. You can see Lord Retro to the north. He will have 100 stacks by his name. Your goal is to remove the creatures in this area, and as you do, his stacks will lower. Once his stacks reach 0, you will complete this phase. There are 4 different creatures here. They are the Bot, Spoiler, Major Bug, and Toxic Tibia Troll. The bots can be removed by opening the traps and luring them over it. The Spoiler can be removed by luring it over the large red gems on the ground. Both the Major Bug and Toxic Tibia Troll can be removed by using the hammer. You will obtain this hammer by using the chest to the west and picking it up. You will then use the hammer on the community manager to the east to charge it. You can then use the charged hammer on either creature to remove them. Once you've reduced all of Lord Retro stacks, the phase will be complete. Phase 4 will take place in Ferumbris Tower. You'll have to stand next to the community manager and he can turn you into Ferumbris. When you're in this form, you'll do an AoE around you every 2 seconds that will hit all squares 2 square meters away from you in a circle. Your goal is to hit the illusions with this attack until they are killed. It's easiest if your team works together and traps them in a corner. I find one of the better areas is to the north of the room by the magic walls. If you stand in a line, it'll often run back and forth, allowing everyone to hit it multiple times. Another option, if you have mages, is they can summon demon skeletons to attack them. This can trap the illusions in a corner, which makes it easier to aim your AoE effect. When the illusion dies, it'll leave a red egg on the ground. Use this egg on the magic walls. Once you've used 3 eggs on the magic walls, they will disappear, freeing Lord Retro. You'll have to use the same strategy as the illusions to kill Lord Retro. You will stand by the community manager until he turns you into Ferumbris, and use your AoE effect to damage him. You'll want to make sure you monitor your stacks in here as they can add up quickly. Lord Retro shoots a beam, which will increase your stacks by 15. Lord Retro will fight in melee until he reaches red, and then he begins to retreat. It is also possible to trap Lord Retro using demon skeletons, and one of the better areas is on either side of the thrones to the north. Once Lord Retro has been killed, Retro's treasure will spawn. You can kill this using normal attacks. Once you've killed the chest, you can get over 7,000 Theons as well as some other items. This boss also drops the wind-up key as well as the changing backpack. You'll also obtain the formal dress outfit. Also, once you've successfully beaten Lord Retro, there is now a shortcut you have access to that will take you to and from the boss. It is found in the Wereline area at the start of the time travel dungeon and will take you just to the west of Lord Retro's boss teleport in the Thias area. Hopefully, this guide helps you defeat Lord Retro. Just remember, he is a permanent addition and can still be fought after the 25th anniversary events are over. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!